We're back, part 2, Hartford Golf Club. We're about to take on the water. 178 over water. It's a nice one to start us on, isn't it? Let's get into it. So guys, remember, this is part 2 of my brand new series here, where every single week we are playing a brand new golf course. So we're going to be giving you some on-course tips. We're also going to be looking at what is this overall golf course like? How does it play relative to how much it costs? What the green's like, what the bunker's like, what the fairway's like, and what's the Alex Elliott Golf rating out of 5, right? So I was level par, I've just parred that again, so I'm still level par, and wow, someone has just hit it very close on the last hole. Nice shot, whoever that is. So I said this at the end of part 1, that if you're watching this thinking, you know what, I'd love you to come to my golf club, get in those comments and comment where you play down below. Remember, every single week we're going to be playing some of the best golf courses in the area and the world too. I think this will be quite nice actually. I'm going to keep all the cards where I played. So I've just made another par. So we've gone 5-3, 5-4-3. Par, 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 par. I need a birdie. So this is your signature hole in 2 holes time. Okay, so this looks like a little bit similar to the 4th hole. I'm going to go 6 iron, avoid these, stay somewhere around here, wedge it on, make a birdie. Easy, eh? I feel like we can now start sort of reviewing this golf course. I've played enough holes now, we're on the 6th. Let's look at fairways. Now, it might sound strange, but up in Manchester we have had a bit of a drought with weather recently, so I don't know any golf course where the fairways don't look a little bit burnt out. But bit of rain now, these are going to start to look nice. So, but to be honest, I've not had a bad lie on any of the fairways that I've hit. They're cut nice and short, just like most places right now. They're just struggling for a bit of growth, but overall services pretty good, so that's getting a tick. Right, okay, so first rating, let's go fairways, 3 out of 5. And that's purely a little bit to the conditions, which I guess is a little bit out of their hands, but 3 out of 5, first rating towards the overall. 68. 68. I feel like I've had this yardage a lot, right? Let's hit one close, come on. So I've gone with my 54, because this sort of yardage is sort of my 9 o'clock one, middle of the grip. I sort of pencil these yardages in my head, so I've got sort of 9 o'clock, hands to shoulder, full. And to plug away here, I've got a full video, which I'll leave the link to that one up here, where you can check out what I do and how I sort of calibrate that. Okay, don't go long here, Alex. Fire her in close. And we're pretty good. A little right, but we're pretty good. We will hole one now, come on. Now, we're talking fairways in this hole. Members, non-members, whoever comes and plays here, make sure you put them back. Right, my bugbear that. And because you'll be the people that moan about the quality of everything, you're the ones that won't repair pitch marks, you're the ones that won't repair your divots. I know who you are. I hear it all the time. You probably know a golfer, right, that does exactly the same thing. I think I was a little scared of going long there. Ah, come on, it's got to be holed. So on the next hole, signature hole, we're going to talk about giving the greens their rating, okay? So we've done fairways. I always feel quite bad doing this, but I think you've got to, haven't you? You've got to give your overall opinion on what you feel like, and that's just what it is. Had to sort of curtail me people teeing off, but we were 1 under par. We made a birdie. I feel like I played that hole nicely. So as I said, like using the little bit of a guide on each hole, do it as if you've never played it before. I think someone's hit driver here, and I'm worried that they might be driving the green. So let's get off. Let's put this birdie down, baby. First birdie, we'll give that a big circle, eh? On signature hole. Ask the greenkeeper, a lovely chap with his dog, what's the signature hole? And now I know why. Oh, look at that. So you can see nice views, range, clubhouse. I've talked about uphill before, we now need to talk about downhill. How on earth am I going to gauge this? Okay, so This is playing 165, but it's got to be 20 yards downhill at least, so 145, which might sound ridiculous. This place reminds me, so when I was caddying for Tom in a, do you want to say challenge tour event, Emma, girlfriend, came out to, she picked the worst week, literally the hilliest golf course, ended up getting a bad knee, so not some good memories there, apart from the fact that we did get to a pretty, I guess, well, semi-final, something like that. So, if you've ever got a hole like this at your golf club where it's a little bit tricky, there's a fraught with danger, it's a lot downhill or a lot uphill, try and stick to your routine. So I'm going to show you what mine is right now. So I've just realised, I've just referred to my girlfriend. She did all these videos. I put a ring on it recently, so she's not girlfriend, she is now fiance, so apologies then for that, we'll get that right, still call you girlfriend. Bad of me. Okay, so I've got an 8 iron. I feel like I should go 9, but I just can't force myself to do that. I'm not going on that flag. It's back left, in trouble, middle of the green, all day, toughy hole, 1 under par. Let's get out of there. I'm not going to say anything until that lands. But we're dancing. Over the moon with that shot. It's so hard to gauge, isn't it? Like, I think it's hard just to gauge because you hit it, it goes so high so early. I mean, I say I'm happy, I've left myself a long way. But we've hit the green. Let's get out of here. World's worst putt. Didn't do what I should say about getting your good view from the side because it goes downhill past the hole, Alex. Come on. Just made a birdie, I don't want to give it back. Yeah, we've given it back. What a terrible, terrible putt. I've done the hard work. Remember, move on to the next hole. Don't get frustrated. Don't get frustrated. So I mentioned in the last vlog about if you do something rubbish like that, you just got to move on, carry on, and forget about it. I feel like one of the England footballers missing that penalty right in this down here. Bogey, after making a birdie, throwing it all away. Okay, so it's time. We're talking greens and bunkers here. So bunkers, I actually think the bunkers are really good. Sand is a good depth. I mean, I've been in one, I've checked out the rest of them. They're all nicely raked, round the tops them are nice. I'm gonna give them a 4 out of 5. Now, greens. Surfaces are good. All have got very similar grasses on, so overall actually like the potential is there for these surfaces. They're just not cut very short at the minute. But I've got to bear in mind that this golf course is tailored to if you're someone who's relatively new to game of golf, someone who's a bit more of a recreational player rather than someone aspiring to be a tour pro. So the smoothness of the roll, perfect. Just the length of them are a little bit long, so they could play a little bit slow. So taking that all into account, I'm going to give them a 3 out of 5, just purely for the fact that they don't roll very fast. But taking into account the sort of people who play here and the people that are going to be new to the game of golf, I think they're a great surface for that. But overall, 3 out of 5. 349. I need to know how far that bunker is, don't I? That's what I need to know here. Where's me laser? That bunker on the right, you can see here now, is 229. Oh, could be 4 iron all day this. 4 iron all day. Very strategic golf course this, very strategic. You've got to, as a person who hits it a bit longer, you've got to think about where you want to land it to give yourself a good yardage. So it's pretty good for developing that wedge game. Very educated shot, pin high. It's weird. Do you ever, when that shot there and I hit it, I thought, oh, looks a bit right. That you get down here on the angle, and what? Okay, we're not super close, but we're relatively close. So as I was saying, look at the greens. Like They are a good surface, and like I said, relative to what you're paying and relative to the standard of player and like entry level, it's absolutely perfect. If they gave these a bit of a haircut, they'd be class. They're really good. But this is important to sort of note as well. So I was speaking to Paul, and they unfortunately lost one of their greenkeepers. He left to go to another place, so they're sort of one man down. And I think as a member, you've got to, and as a visitor, more so, take that into account. But all these things are like real world problems, right? So for where we are at the minute, I think they're good. Okay, back to 1 under par. Come on, after that abysmal 3-putt on the last, that was all me. Stay up. Okay, I played that hole. Arguably best tee shot of the day. Arguably one of the really nice 9-irons. And yeah, okay, putt was mediocre. Par. We remain level par. Let's move on to the last, and don't forget to stick around to the end because we're going to summarise today's golf course. Last hole, we're going to go with 4-iron off the tee here again. Hit it nice in the last, and I'm going to try and... There's a fairway, there's a water down there and a bit of a tree that sticks out onto the fairway, so I'm going to try and aim at that water and fade it off, which is pretty much my stock shot. Okay score in my hand. What would really make my day is actually making a bird down here. Oh, come on, baby. Can we finish with a flurry? I say a flurry, 1. So a level par, 1 bogey, 1 birdie up to this point. I mean, I don't think I played particularly well. I don't think I played particularly bad. Just not hit it that close. One of the biggest greens on the course, this one. Naughty flag. Back left. Right, come on. Oh my God. And the silence says it all. How did that drop? I did a little Kevin Na walk there. You didn't see it, but I walked it in. Oh God. That's a par to finish. Right, it's that time for overall scores on everything. Okay, so let's fill my scorecard in. So par here is 35. That par on the last puts me at 35 as well. How did I play? Out of 5? You tell me. I'm gonna give myself a 3, but you tell me. You guys get in those comments and tell me. So at the start we said we're gonna look at the overall feel and price, the bunkers, fairways, greens, and how does it play, and my score. So bunkers we said were a 4, greens said were a 3, fairways said were a 3. So we're sort of like a 3 overall at the minute, right now at 5. Overall feel and price. So weekday green fee for an adult is £12, weekend is £14, and I honestly think for the price of what you're playing, how welcoming, the feel of the golf club, that's gonna be a 5. Absolute 5, because I turned up here, Paul was great. I mean, look how nice it would be to have a beer afterwards, right? It's all part of it. It's all part of your day of coming out and playing golf. And I like the fact that you could just come and play 9 holes. I think it's really nice. So overall feel and price, 5. How does it play? I think if you are a better player of a sort of who hits it a long way, it plays a little bit short, but that doesn't mean you can come here and not enjoy it. There's definitely enough holes out here to enjoy hitting some close wedge shots and actually work on those elements of your game. So how does it play? Over my score, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. So I think if we're honest, that puts us at 4 4 overall? We'll say 4 out of 5 overall. Yeah, so this place, 4 out of 5. I'll be coming back, that's for sure. So 4 out of 5 stars for the first course, Hertford Golf Club on the new series. Don't forget guys, if you did enjoy this video, like, subscribe, because the more of you get behind the series, the better places we're going to go to, the more travelling we're going to do, and I'd love to share all these stories and memories with you.